Morning, 8:05. It is Monday, November the 10th. Hi, Jeff and Ali. A text we just got in said, I hate it when listeners text in and say, you haven't spoken about my club yet, so I don't want to be that listener. But did I miss the chat about the absolute whooping that Villa gave to Bournemouth? Oh, you are that listener. Yes, you did miss it. It was quite early, in fairness, I would say, before 7 o'clock.
Yes.
But we did talk about how brilliant Villa had been. Look, lots on the way for you this morning on TalkSport Breakfast with me, Jeff Stelling, Ali McCoist and Arnold Clark. Get the UK's best used car deals guaranteed, including Everton manager David Moyes live to reflect on a good start to life at their new home, the Hill Dickinson Stadium. So far, at least. Good win for them at the weekend.
Great one, confident.
Over Fulham by 2 goals. So just a little quick aside then. Fulham,
worried.
Are they in the relegation fight?
Yes, worried.
Yeah.
I'd be worried.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they didn't really invest in the team before the start of the season. No. The other thing I wonder about, and Fulham fans might be able to enlighten me on this, there's a lot of complaint about the cost of tickets at Craven Cottage now. And I just wonder, is that affecting the atmosphere down there? It's something I honestly don't know. But if you're a Fulham supporter, let me know. What is the mood like at Craven Cottage? We'll also catch up with a former Manchester United keeper, Ben Foster. Adrian Durham's in the studio for an hour after 9, and we'll get a ref's perspective on Liverpool's controversial disallowed goal at City. It was a goal, wasn't it?
Yes.
All day long.
All day long.
Yeah.
I get it. There was a similar one at Rangers, which I felt up at Dundee, which I felt was correctly disallowed because he was affecting the goalkeeper. I don't think Robbo was affecting the goalkeeper.
No, not in the least. Not in the eye line at all. And the Etihad is where we start this hour. Liverpool taking that beating from informed Man City.
This will be a must-win game for your Man City and Liverpool if you want to put Arsenal under more pressure.
And it's Erling Haaland. You can't keep a great striker down. He's missed a penalty, but he's just buried a header into the far corner, headed in by Virgil van Dijk.
And it is overturned. The goal will not stand.
The wrong decision was made on the pitch and the wrong decision was made off the pitch by the VAR.
Oh, it's another goal. It's a brilliant one as well from the edge of the penalty area. Nico Gonzalez take a bow, fella.
As well as Liverpool played against Real Madrid in midweek, they have been atrocious.
Oh,
there we go. And my word, does he deserve this? Jeremy Doku has just made it Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0.
It's a dash of dazzling, dizzying Doku dynamite.
Of course it's better to be a 4.6, but for my experience here, it is so long.
They were supposed to be on a revival mission, but the old problems that have haunted them over the course of the season have been exposed brutally. You still think they can win the title? No chance.
Yeah, well, I think from a City's perspective, Doku, unplayable. Unplayable.
Absolutely out of this world.
By the way, of course, we make a lot of the Arsenal squad, and it's a good squad. You see the City bench?
Of course.
Listen to this. I mean, obviously, there's no Rodri at the moment.
Yeah.
But Trafford, Stones, Rico Lewis, Aït-Nouri, Reinders, Oscar Bob, Nathan Ake, Savinho, Marmouche. Goodness me, what a bench.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is absolutely fantastic. And you know something? They absolutely didn't need it at the weekend because they were different class.
No.
That's two great performances. Obviously, I mentioned she was at the Dortmund game in midweek where I thought they were absolutely superb, and they followed up yesterday with as clinical and top class of performance as Pep could have wished for.
If you're looking at them as title contenders, and you have to,
of course you do.
The one big question mark is, what the heck would they do if Haaland got injured?
Yeah,
that's the only question mark in my mind about him.
He's absolutely vital and pivotal. You know, he's one of these boys. Misses a penalty. You think, how's that going to affect him? Not one.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Not at
he gets his headed goal immediately after it, which he does really, really well. I mean, I think it's Kanate.
Right in front of him, yeah.
And it comes off his head.
Yeah.
But the reason it comes off his head, and I don't know if the boy said it, he gives him a nudge just as the ball's in the air and the way over. And I think it does for him, knocks him off balance a little bit. And then he gets his break, comes off his head, and it goes into the other far corner. Great header.
Brilliant. I mean, he's just in a completely different league.
Different level.
As far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely different level.
But for Liverpool, any positivity there'd been after the last couple of results disappearing. Let's hear from some Liverpool fans, shall we? 03717 223344, the number to call. And Joe has called that number. Morning, Joe.
Good morning, Joe.
Good morning. How are you, gentlemen?
Yeah,
well,
good,
thanks
mate.
for taking the time to call us. Really, really disappointing performance and disappointing day for Liverpool.
No, absolutely. Look, I mean, I've got a lot to say. This time last year, I was calling up about how amazing we were, how controlled we were, how steady we were, and how confident every Liverpool fan was going into the game. This season, it's absolutely disgraceful. It's a dismal state of affairs, and I'm going to say it immediately early on this call. I do think it's actually time for Slot to probably. I do. I think it's time for him to go. I'm not going to lie. It's a shame. I love the guy. I think he's a great guy. I think he's a great manager. I think he did incredibly well last year. But this is totally unacceptable. Liverpool Football Club have lost 5 games in the last 6 in the Premier League. That's one of the worst forms we've ever been on. And the City game was absolutely atrocious. And I wasn't surprised we lost. You know, I didn't celebrate against Villa at home because why should I celebrate after we lost 4 Premier League games in a row? I didn't celebrate when we beat Real Madrid 1-0 because, okay, this is acceptable stuff, you know, the Champions League game, it's the European night. And even when we had bad seasons before, we still got some okay results at Anfield. So it's absolutely dismal. And in my opinion, I don't think Slot has enough credit in the bank. We've lost the league after 11 games this season, and it's just totally unacceptable. So there are, yeah.
I've got to come in, Joe. I mean, right, I listen to your views and I can understand them, but we're talking about a man here who absolutely ran away with the league last year. Right, we're the best team in the country by the proverbial mile. Yes, there's no doubt about it. Liverpool are having a struggle right now at this moment in time. But one of the things I would suggest, and I'd hear your views on it, I don't think your signings are anything like, you know, to the benefit of the team that they'd hope for. Isak is a bizarre situation. Kerkez and Frimpong not doing it. Ekitiki's the one that probably has. Salah's form's dipped. McAllister's form's dipped. I just think there's a combination of a lot of things, which, yes, he has to sort out, but I know Jeff's given them up in the league. I think he said earlier, and it sounds as though you have, but surely it's too early to give up in the league, mate.
No, it's not. It's not at all. I mean, we've got 9 games to Arsenal away. Arsenal away is till January. And in those 9 games, we have to win every single one of them. A couple of them include Tottenham away, Leeds away, Brighton at home, Forest at home, West Ham away, Sunderland at home, and I think Wolves at home as well, or something like that. We have to win every single one of them. And as a fan, as I said, I'm not celebrating until we win at least 5-6 games in a row. But in regards to your question, is the league over? It absolutely is. I don't understand how things can become majestic when we can't even put a shift in against City away, when we're losing to Chelsea away, we're losing to Palace away, we're losing to Brentford away, and we lost to Man United at home. This manager does not know how to get the best out of our new signings. I'm not necessarily blaming the transfers on the manager. I do think we've made a bit of a mistake with some of the signings, and also in regards to the sales. Luis Diaz leaving is a real shame. He was absolutely quality.
Joe, I've got to stop you because for the very good reason that we have to speak to Joe. It's another Joe who's another Liverpool fan. Morning, Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Morning, gents. Jeff, Ali, is Joe still live on this show?
Yes.
Yes, we've got him, Joe.
Joe, you know what, Joe? You're a plant pot, mate. How can you dare say? How can you have the audacity? How long have you been watching Liverpool, mate?
All my life, 24 years, mate.
24 years, we'll get back to bed and get another 36 into you and then start talking about Liverpool.
But this is ridiculous.
Where have you come from? How have you got started?
Go on. Let me hear what you have to say.
It's a new... I'm not talking to you. I want you to listen, but I'm talking to Susie. You just listen and get
educated. Okay, I'll reply, because I think you're going to talk nonsense.
The situation is, Liverpool Football Club, mate, are here for a long time, and they'll be a lot longer than you and me. Okay? I've been watching them 60 years, mate.
Arne Slot's just come in. Same thing in 60 years as well.
With me, please, you're not a politician. Let me have a conversation.
Okay, go on.
Yes, yesterday we were poor yesterday, but we're getting better. And we're getting our formation. It takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day, Joseph. It takes time, son. A long time. Was it a goal? Yes, it was a goal. Could it change the game? Certainly changed the game. Great penalty save. Arnie's here for the future, mate. Don't be knocking Liverpool manager on live
I'm not
shows.
knocking them. I would never knock them. I support them through thick and
mate.
thin.
Listen, you know. Don't dare do it.
No,
you don't do that about Liverpool football.
No.
You
If you're a real fan,
team.
listen. If
And
you're a real fan,
what we're doing, Joseph. What we're
you've got to
doing.
hold Liverpool up to a high standard. I don't understand why you can't hold Liverpool Football Club to a high standard.
Critical.
No,
I'm being critical, but we're critical behind closed doors, son. That's what we do.
Listen, me saying I think it's time for Slot to go, I don't understand how that's controversial. There's plenty of other managers that could potentially get the best out of this team, potentially get the best out of our players. And I'm literally just saying I think it's time for him to go because I don't see how we're going to improve. I don't see how we're going to challenge for the league this season. And I don't see where we're going to win a trophy. I'm not saying he's a bad manager, but I'm looking in the interest of Liverpool Football Club. We have a different perspective. You think, okay, Slot's the best man. I personally don't. But that we can't excuse the love for the club. You can't say I don't love the club just as much as you, just because I'm saying that I think Slot might have to go.
Perspective of it. You watched this space 2 years ago. That's this. Sorry, lads, I took over the show there. I do apologise.
Oh, Joe, you're brilliant,
it,
both of you.
I haven't had a cup of tea. I love that.
Joe and Joe, thanks very much indeed.
That was great, boys.
It was no ordinary Joes.
Yeah.
Brilliant. They were both brilliant.
Wasn't that great?
Yeah, fantastic.
The only thing I would say, you know, in agreement with the second Joe, you know, and even there's 28 games to go.
Well, I just don't think.
It's not 7 or 8.
Yeah, but from what you see of Liverpool right now, there is no way that you can see them clawing those points back. What I do agree with, though, is I think it was the first Joe who said Arne Slot's not got enough credit in the bank. Yes, he has.
Of course he has.
He won the Premier League at the first time. I'm asking. That gives you plenty of credit.
Agreed.
You know, so I'd agree with that. You know, disagree with that completely. So, just one very quick word. Any chance of a shout out for Nuno, West Ham and Freddie Potts? Quick to criticise. 2 huge wins for West Ham. That's from Fred, the West Ham fan.
Correct.
Fred, you are bang on.
Absolutely.
Coming up, we bring you more on the news that Alan Brazil is running in the 130 at Kempton. That's next.